Okay. All right, I'm gonna go back in and now start to punch this thing up. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some pure cadmium yellow medium just to punch up the bright side of these trees. Again, I'm being fairly random with it. I'm gonna take some cadmium red light so I can make basically an orange and punch up the other side a little bit. Oh, it's too bright.
Which one are you using, cadmium?
Cadmium red light. I'm just punching this up, and I'm overlapping it now, so I'm actually dulling the edges a little bit. And again, I want to put a little bit here. Okay, that's it for that. Now I'm not even going to clean my brush. I'm going to go in and take some Neo Mega Clip, go into the yellow ochre, go into the white, and I'm going to start punching up the structure here. That's too much red. I'm actually leaving some red in there. I'll come back and rework this later. Just want to give some color, some action color in here right now. All right. I'm going to go in now and pick up. I'm going into the brush that I used the blue on. I'm actually going to, before I do that, I'm going to go in and take some burnt sienna and a little dioxine purple and go back in and punch up some of the structure at the edge of the river. I want to get some darks in here, particularly up front. Remember, as you come forward, things get darker and brighter.
What colors are you using?
That's burnt sienna and some dioxine purple. And it's actually just to punch up one edge of the stream. You notice back here, I'm letting it blend in with some of the blue and white so I can barely see it. Where I really want to punch it up is in the foreground. And again, I have some reflections in here. I'm actually going to drag them in now. So I actually just drag them down. Okay, and then just blend them. And I want to put a little bit of this back here. And again, a little bit here. All right. Now, I'm going to go in and clean my brush. I got a mountain range back there that I actually haven't put in yet, so I'm going to take some dioxine purple, make sort of a gray with some of the burnt sienna. I'm repeating that color again, and I have some sort of a suggestion of some mountains back here that I'm going to just sort of suggest. And again, because of the atmospheric perspective, they're going to be sort of a bluish gray or purplish gray. And I'm going to go back in and punch up the stream a little bit. I'm going to take some phthalo blue, mix it with some white, and I want to punch up the stream just a little bit, particularly in the foreground where I'm going to have the brightest colors. And I'm sort of overlapping where I've already pulled down some of the reflection, and I'm just going to just sort of hit on something back here so it actually looks like the stream is going back. Alright, now I want to go back in and reestablish some of the clouds, and again I want a little bit of white. Take some pure white, I'm just going to mix it into what I have. So by putting that in, I'm actually establishing some of the clouds and some of the formation of the mountains back there. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of that white and I'm going to highlight the stream. It's like where you might see a ripple in the water. Again, just a touch back here. And again, I have this reflection, I'll pull it down. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is go back in. I'm not going to just keep that white on my brush. Go back in and get white and some yellow ochre, and I'm going to actually put some of the structure in for these bushes. Again, I'm being really random about it. And again, I got a little bit back here. I'm going to dull it down just by mixing it with the paint that's already there. Go back in a little, make it a little heavier. Okay, and I can go back in and mix that with a little burnt, put a little burnt sienna into it. I'm gonna pull up a few of the darks here. Okay, to cut it